The time has come. The time has come in so many aspects, and what that means to me is just finally being comfortable with doing what you wanted to do all along. So, with a starter, welcome back, y'all. If y'all new, please continue to check in. We got a lot of different inventory. We got a lot of things that we're talking about, but this particular topic is going to be about you. Me, we're both reflections, but me speaking from my own source, we're going to be talking about you and how to deal with your personal development regardless of what's going on, how to be in a state where you know that your priorities is set with you being one of the first. And I say one of the first because mothers in certain other aspects or millionaires, they don't have the opportunity to say what their priority is, because when they're doing what they need to do for whatever reason, whether it be family or for lifestyle, is a necessity. But for me, I would just say that I have the choice to really still decipher what my priorities are and how that feels and how that looks for me. And through that, I've been able to really appreciate the opportunities I have to just embrace self and do that self-care and self-faith and growth. So I wanted to talk about that because there's so much going on. Like it's a lot of changes, like I mentioned, but it's easy for me to take it and let it be whatever it want to be. Like I can put it in a predicament where I could be a little bit low vibrational or a little bit negative about it, but then also I could put it in a format where I'm gracious and I'm realizing that to be able to manifest this, it takes a form of development and growth. So being grateful for that. I don't want to make it long, but one of the things that I wanted to share with you guys is that life is hard. So when you get in a state where you're angry or when you're sad or when you feel confused or when you feel like you don't know exactly where to go, some advice from a fellow feeler is to remember that, for one, if you have the blessing of not having any pain in your body, that is a blessing. A true blessing. If you have the capability to wake up and form that day in the way that you want, whether if you have to work or whatever, whether you forming it in a big way or a small way, if you have the power to just say that today is going to be a good day, and in turn you receive that, acknowledge the power in that and use that to your advantage, because it's not going to be perfect. So with me understanding that and me taking that into account, it builds more motivation for consistency. It builds more motivation for expression, because these are the things that other people need to know, that other people explore and go through and live through, regardless of if you feel like you have more insight or you've been through walk of the, I don't know what the word is, but if you've been down this road before, as a principle of you still acknowledging that, wow, the beauty in life is learning that it's not meant to be perfect. It's meant to challenge you, but through every challenge you get better and you grow better, and you can shift it into something lighter or lower. I want to lead with light, because if nothing else, I'm starting to see that aspects that used to distract me are high-key falling apart to the point where I cannot not see what is for me. So in this state, I just embrace the imperfect journey. I embrace the growing into what I love, even when I know I love it right now. The process of growing into that. And it truly is a process, because the biggest thing that I had to decipher is, why is it that I feel like I cannot have what I deserve? Or why do I feel like it has to be harder for me than other people? And the biggest thing was that I didn't believe that I had the power that I know I have. I can say it, but I didn't believe that, because I can say it, but in action, when life is coming up with realities that don't coincide with how you believe it should be, that's when you really get challenged, and that's when you really see if you really about what you want to be. And I feel like every time I get off track, I'm so grateful and so gracious for the ability to continue to get back on my path and remember exactly what it's for. But little things like these videos, I want it to be intentful. Everything that I produce from thus far is going to be intentful and progressive, and I just love being able to be patient with myself, because that's where it's stemming from. So love and light, y'all. This is the first day, and I know that I can do it, but from now on, I'm going to stick to, if nothing else, remembering what this is for me and what this can be. So you remember, I don't care how old you is, I don't care if I know you, if I don't know you. We have different mindsets on upbringing and all those sorts. What matters the most is you being comfortable with your circumstance and realizing that this is something that you manifest energetically on how you feel. Not trying to say that, you know, other people don't have circumstances that are out of their control, but so do I. And I choose every day to wake up to make it beautiful and prosperous. And even when I feel off and balanced, I can turn that around. So don't feel like you can't turn it around. Don't feel like little things that are easy to overlook are not completely all that you need and valuable. That's all I wanted to say. Y'all make today beautiful. And y'all fuck with a girl. Y'all already know what's up.